Welcome to the day's business. I'm sitting in for Betty Kiptum. Kenya is among the Sub-Saharan African where economic growth will remain suppressed due to various economic shocks. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, says that drought and the ongoing global energy crisis will continue to hurt economic growth in the region, with economic expansion expected to drop from 4.7 all the way down to 3.6% in 2022. The fund is warning that muted investment and the worsening balance of trade will continue to stress fiscal policy in many African economies.
The latest report by the International Monetary Fund indicates that economic activity in Sub-Saharan Africa picked up in 2021 to 4.7%. However, growth is expected to slacken sharply to reach 3.6% this year on account of inflation caused by drought and the worsening global energy crisis.
So I think this is now the time to start being very clear on that. And I think certainly the view that we have in FSD Kenya is trying to integrate green finance into medium-term plans, into policy.
To weather this, Africa policy makers are calling for the adoption of affordable and targeted measures to address food insecurity in Sub-Saharan Africa and the tightening interest rates.
But you know, the problem is very much now. So I felt and I missed a very strong statement about the need for the international community to come in to deal with it.
Policymakers are further calling for caution when raising policy rates and management of forex reserves. Central Bank Governor Dr. Patrick Njoroge emphasized the need to tighten the fiscal space in light of rising interest rates to help lower borrowing costs. Washington-based fund has urged policymakers to adjust their monetary policy rates gradually to anchor runaway inflation.
More transparency from governance.
Regina Manyara reporting for Prime Edition.